I ran every day for a year, but what happened after that? I left you guys on a cliffhanger.
9:30 at night, the day after run 365. I'm about to go to bed. I didn't run today. Feels like I got dirty dishes in the sink, or I guess I'm just gonna go to bed. Good night.
I kept the streak going after a year because this little devil on my shoulder kept saying one more day. I ran every single day for 400 days. So where am I at now? This is the first time I'm gonna risk just wearing shorts outside for my run since fall. Today's running fit. I just bought these new waterproof On Cloud shoes and I am obsessed. But then it started giving addict, addicted, compulsive, not wellness, opposite. Now the problem with a habit is you become reliant on it. The best metaphor I can use is your diet. I've been making overnight oats. Wellness girlies, come at me. Say you're on a diet and you decide to do a bunch of meal prepping. You have your meals planned out, you're in a calorie deficit, you know what to eat every single day. It's become a habit, you show up, you meal prep on Sundays, you have your breakfast, lunch, and dinner, you get results, hit where you want to be, and then what? You don't want to eat like that every day. How do you balance it? So the thing about a habit, like a diet, it's easy and kind of autopilot.
It's dropping fast.
The tough thing is how do you do it in moderation? How do you just moderately eat junk food? How do you just moderately run? I'm back on my stretching game. Recommend like 90-90s and pigeon stretches for my runners. Now, I'm an addictive personality. In the past, I've been addicted to building muscle, to hitting my step goal every single day. And something I've always struggled with is once I have that habit and I'm doing that every day, it becomes autopilot, but how do I just moderately do things? I knew every single day I had to get up and etch out a moment in my day to go for a run. But now how do I balance it that like, okay, go to Barry's once a week, go for a run once a week. Then it comes down to a bit more willpower and planning. The run streak really limited my progress. I want to train to do a triathlon. When I'm running every day, I can't really have a structured program, which also started to lead to injuries. Nicole, go drink some water. It was great meeting you on the seawall. We're out here trying to save money. I'm packing my lunches. I'm pretty proud of myself. I'm not a professional athlete. As much as I get a workout on the internet, like working out keeps me accountable on other things in my life, to YouTube and music and everything else and wellness. And it does keep me healthy and I enjoy it. And it's a physical outlet that helps me manage my mental health. And the thing about the run streak is it started to become not good for me mentally because there was just this level of stress every day. Now, the stress I would compare it to is, you know, after exams, you have that weird stress, a guilt of relaxing because you're so used to constantly every waking minute study. I could be studying right now. And obviously I didn't have to run every second, but just near the end, it was like every day I had this like, oh my God, when am I gonna film? Which is fine for a month. A little secret de-stressing pill. You're probably like, okay, Kelty, you're starting to get injured, you're getting run down, you weren't enjoying it, why the hell were you still doing it? Something that never occurred to me that would happen when I put my 30-day run streak was just the amount of DMs I would get that saying I started running because of that video. I have never been like so happy about content I've put than just knowing like, I got someone to get out there and run. And then I started to panic. If I stop running, are you gonna get discouraged? I don't want to disappoint anyone watching and that discouraged their own running journey, which when saying out loud sounds absurd. I was like, oh, the streak is also not 100% positive. It's pretty good for 30 days, but after that, it can get a little messy, but it's inspiring people. But then it's inspiring people to do things that maybe aren't good for them. Ha! Okay, these jeans I'm obsessed with. This is not relevant to the video. I just had to share. The girl at Aritzia convinced me. She was like, I know, we have these low-rise flare jeans. I was like, ooh. I got influenced in real life. I like that you can get away with any jean now. It's literally free game. Low-rise, high-rise, mid-rise, skinny, flared, baggy. There is no rules anymore. Seed University. You watching are part of a select group that will test your knowledge on probiotics to see if you are amongst the smartest of YouTube viewers. If you pass this course, you will graduate with a diploma, aka discount code. Question number 1. What is Seed DSO1? Is it A, what James the Peach planted? B, a tool that will make Vancouver's seagulls fall in love with you? Or C, a 24 broad spectrum prebiotic and probiotic with a precision release system to deliver strains to your lower intestine? Yes, James!
It's C!
C's do get degrees and you are correct. Number 2. Quiet!
No attach Santa Claus.
Seeds DSO1 was formulated for whole body benefits beyond the gut, including A, giving you the winning lotto ticket numbers, B, skin health, heart health, and micronutrient synthesis, or C, the password to your ex's Instagram. Kate? Yes, Kate? Can I have C? This is not computer sciences, but ask ChatGPT. The answer is B. Now you watching are likely a viewer of Kelty O'Connor's YouTube channel. How specifically did Seed help her? A, it got the coffee stains out of her white couch. B, got her gut biome happy and healthy again after all of her travels and antibiotics she took after surgery. Or C, helped her find a dog to pet. B! Good job, Samantha. It was indeed B. Kelty, could you expand further on that?
Thank you, Research Kelty, or I should say, Dr. Kelty. For legal reasons, I can't actually call myself a doctor.
I split my time between Canada and Sweden, so it means about every 6 months, I completely change everything I'm eating, and my poor gut is like, what the heck is going on? And on top of that, I had 1 major surgery, 3 dental surgeries in 1 year. What do antibiotics do after surgery? Kill your gut microbiome. So let's just say my stomach would randomly bloat. My number 2s were just no number. They just wouldn't come sometimes. Then I started taking Seed while I was traveling, when I came back, and let's just say things are back to normal.
Take it away, Dr. Kelty, who we cannot actually legally call a doctor.
Thank you. You're being so bashful. What you were just pretty much trying to say is your poops were great. And great job, class. Even though you did not get a perfect grade, I will still reward you with your diploma, which is, click my link down below and use code KELTY15 for 15% off your first month's supply of Seed's DSO1 Daily Symbiotic plus free shipping. Ow. I started to kind of get known as the girl that runs every day, and I was like, is that the hill I want to die on? Is that what I want to be known as? When I think of the things I want to be known as, a YouTuber, someone who makes documentary style videos about women's health. I want to be respected as a music producer one day. And yeah, I want to be known as a runner. And those are the things I want to be known as, but I don't want people to be like, oh, define Kelty, she runs every day. And maybe for me, I overthink that just a little bit because I had that whole identity crisis post-career after basketball, you know, trying to and that's because all I was known was as a basketball player, so I lost that. So I don't know if I just like hyper analyze everything I'm known as. I really started to be like, is that what you want to be? It's cool that if someone had to name 6 things about me, one would say she's a runner. I just don't want my whole thing to be the girl that runs every day. Not saying there's anything that's wrong with that, but if they're like, Kelty, what would you like to be known as? I was like, I love to make music for people that run every day. You see the difference? It's just like, what's more important to me? I could be wrong, but maybe that is a good thing. Just anything in your life, every once in a while, step back and be like, do you want to be known for this? And if you say no, you're kind of like, why are you doing it? A lot of you are just probably like, hey, yeah, just stop running. Kelty, it's not that deep. You just were going for a few minute runs every day. But here's where I personally have to be aware. Now, why I would classify this as addiction territory coming is, why was I doing it? I was doing it for other people, self-validation. Do you know what I mean? The video I could make, after a year, it just became like that. Like, it wasn't serving my health. It was causing a lot of stress. Like, I was just doing it every day because it was became this pull of, I was like,
I just have to go one more. I just have to go one more.
And something I haven't talked a lot about the channel because it's complicated and it's not my story to tell, but there's gonna be a lot of people writing in the comments who saw like addiction and they're like, Kelty, you don't have the right to say that. Ooh, just got a little emotional there. Did not expect that. Ooh, yeah, what's going on? I get what you're saying. When they're like, Kelty, there's people with drug addictions and gambling addictions. You just like half-hazardly said addiction for running. Addiction has crippled my family. I don't talk about it because it's not my story, it's other people's story. I don't know if they want it on the internet. Also, some of those people aren't in my life anymore, so I don't know the legit liabilities. Addiction runs rampant in my family. I've seen people I love go to rehab. It has ripped apart family members. It has ruined relationships. It has cost money and health and just, I've seen it all. It's been my whole life surrounded by addicts. And I know I have that gene. I sense it in little things I do. And I used to resent it. I used to be very angry that why did I get dealt this? Why? As simple as this, like, my friends are experimenting with drugs. I'm like, oh, definitely cannot do that because I will love it. If you're going through anything like this right now, yourself, someone else, I just want to give you a hug because it's an awful monkey and demon to have on your back, and seeing loved ones and knowing you can't help them. But I am also really, over the last couple of years, realized having that ADHD, OCD, addictive personality can be super beneficial. You just always have to be aware of, you can be the hero and you can be the villain, and it's the exact same thing. It allows me to hyper focus. It allows me to become addicted to things good for me and have like a really strict routine and show up every day and do the fundamentals and get better and better and better and better and strive towards progression. And as long as I'm balancing it and not being burned out, good things can happen. And it's taken a lot of years to get there, but I'm always just right there. Just right there. So sometimes I preach balance on this channel because I'm always like I'm just like always on the line. I'm always on the line. I'm just like, oh, balance, we live lovely, but one little step and full blown addiction. So for me and my personality, just doing something I had to do every single day, just film it, isn't the hard part. And the hard part is like, how do I just moderately run? How do I just be a runner? How do I just show up 2 to 4 times a week and run and not have this thing I have to do every day? And if anyone comes my way,
I'm filming a year run streak, I have to go do this.
How do I implement that? I'm really happy I did it this year because now I know when I go on vacation, I don't have a gym, I can be the girl who's like, you know what? I'm gonna go for a run this morning. Also, I need something that's provided that same satisfaction. I have broken my run streak. I broke it on day 400. It was the weirdest thing, just going to bed and be like, we're just throwing it away. But now what I've done is I've just kept tracking. I'm on about run like 419, and my goal is to one day get to 1,000. I have no set point. So if you're kind of like, I want to do a run streak, but I also see the negatives, that's another thing you can do. You just track your runs. Just, it doesn't have to be every single day. So I ran every day for 400 days, and now I can comfortably say I'm a runner. But the fun thing is you don't have to run every day. You can just go outside and run and you're a runner. We're all runners. That's the cool thing about being a human. We're literally built to run. And now it's one part of my identity. I'm a YouTuber, I'm an artist, I'm a creative, I'm a DJ, I'm a girlfriend, I'm a sister, I'm a daughter, and I'm a runner. But my whole world isn't that I run every single day. I hope this doesn't discourage anyone on their own run streak or on run journey. I just think every week, every month, every once in a while, we should just step back and be like, ooh, are these habits serving me?
Or are they self-sabotage?
Are they somewhere in the middle? And this is kind of somewhere in the middle. So now I run a little bit.
I don't run every day.
Try it for 30 days, try it for a week. And then when someone is serving you, peace out. Because I'm piecing out this run streak. I will miss you, but I don't. It's nice to now just like, I went for a run and I didn't document it for the internet. And it felt like a waste. It felt like going on a run without your Apple Watch. You're like, did I even run? It did feel like that. And now I'm just like, just go and run it. And no one knows, just me. Just me. Are you guys on a run streak? I'd love to hear it and support it and how it's serving you or how it's not. I just think it'd be transparent, and that's what I want my YouTube channel to be. I'm not perfect. I try some things and sometimes they serve me for a bit and sometimes they don't. Just like sometimes I like weightlifting, sometimes I like Pilates, and sometimes I hate both, and sometimes I love both. Thank you guys for following me on this journey. I've put off making this video for a bit because I was like, am I a bit of a failure? But I have to think about what works for me and not the internet and not the views. I was holding on to the streak the last, definitely 35 days for the wrong reason. But thank you for supporting me on the journey. It was a great journey, but it was time to close the chapter and move on to the next one. Have a great day. Go pet a dog. Love you guys. Bye.